Shabbat Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Shem Shabbat Shalom. To have understood the elder apostles and elder bishops of the GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. The brother Yashawan, and I'm gonna try to string together a few precepts and paint a picture of where we're at and what's going on right now. And Lord willing, with the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, it will be edifying to the elect. All right, so with that, we'll start right here. First part of this is to understand that the forward contingent is here. Okay? So before we look that word or that phrase, forward contingent, right, which is a military phrase. We look that up, then you'll understand what I'm about to show right now. Revelation 12:7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels. Okay, so this is going on right now. The war in heaven is happening in our skies right now, and they're covering it up and distracting you with the word drone. Okay? There are drones, there are UAPs, and there are UFOs. Okay? You have to know the difference between all three and who's controlling which. Right? One of them is the angels. The one called UFOs, that's the angels. The one's called UAPs, that's this devil and his UFOs. And then the one they call drones, that's this devil with his very inferior UFOs. Okay? And that's the one that they're distracting you with and say, oh, it's just a drone. Everybody's got one of those. Right? But nonetheless, that's what we see right now over the military bases is war between the angels of God and the militaries of the earth. That's what's going on. They're covering it up with this drone thing. Okay? That's number one. Now, what does that mean? That means this, that Michael has stood up. And I'm going to keep saying this until it registers. You have to understand how these things, right, come together. Why are they here? They're here to protect us, right? Because it's going down right now, but you got to understand. Daniel 12, right? Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up. Well, guess what? He stood up. But see, Michael, he didn't just stand up on his own. He's with the angels. He's commanding the angels, and he's part of what? See, at that time shall Michael stand up. Well, here's Michael standing up right here. Michael and his angels, see, fought. They're standing up right now for us, right? They're fighting the war in heaven, okay? And where did I go? Okay, so the war done broke out. He's fighting, right? And what does that mean? All right, that means this devil knows. All right, his time is short. What does it mean his time is short? He's about to be dethroned. By who? By the angels. So if they're already fighting, what is he about to do? He's about to throw everything he's got, all right, and try to, part of the distraction is to not let you know what's actually going on throughout the whole thing. So while he's fighting against the angels, which that war is ramping up just like World War III, right? What they're doing is they're spinning it. Oh, we're winning in Ukraine. Oh, well, we're winning in helping the Israelis. We're winning that in the Middle East. No, you're not. Okay? Your time is very short. You know it. And because of that, now you're about to start deploying, right, some of these mechanisms that were given to you by Yahweh Shem Shah on the left-hand side, right? And at the same time, the Most High is going to attack you from the right-hand side with things that People aren't even ready to, their heart is going to fail them for what is coming. Monsters, apparitions, okay? This devil got zombies ready, okay? And I'm not just saying something, I got receipts and proof to show you what is about to happen, okay? So, where were we going from here? Let's go. Oh, let's go to Ronald Reagan, okay? Because they know. What is he talking about? An alien threat. Now, there's 3 speeches. This is the middle one. We're going to analyze really quickly what Ronald Reagan says, and we're going to qualify everything that he said. Because nobody really does this, but I'm going to do it right now. So pay attention to what I'm about to do with what he says. Because it's letting you know that they know what's coming, letting you know that they know who we are here. Okay? The forward contingent, I'll get to that in a minute. We are the sleeper cell. Okay? We're the ones waking up to what our job is right here on the ground already. All right? The forward contingent is in place right now. I'm going to show you what that means. Now listen to Ronald Reagan, and he's going to tell you what's going on and who's already here. Okay? And when he gets to the part about who's already here, that's the elect of Israel. Certainly the 144,000 that they know about. Here we go.
Obsession with antagonisms of the moment. We often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat.
That alien threat are the angels of God. And they know about it. They're speaking about it. Right? Now listen further. He's going to go further. And then he's going to point out they know about the 144,000 that are already in place. Listen.
From outside this world.
That's the angels.
And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?
The 144,000. You get it? I'm going to play it again. They know everything. They know that some shit is about to go down. They know all of it. They're ready to fight, to do their part. They're ready to play their role.
Unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
You tell me these devils don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, so you got to qualify these things. Of course they know what's going on. They have countermeasures. They have their own so-called chariots. They have their own way of distracting and deflecting and making you believe that somehow they're in control of what's going on. Right? They have a counter program to the Most High's program. They have the left-hand program happening. Okay, so this guy's talking about the war in heaven, right? That had been going on for years at that point. When you really understand what's been going on, it's been going on for years. And he already said, isn't there a force? What force is that? That's the 144 sleeper cells. And then he's talking about the angels, which they know about. They know they're coming, right? So they know. All right, so I wanted to point that out. Okay, so let's go here. This is today, or 16 hours. 25 buttholes. I don't know quite what that is, but looking for the meat, spitting out the bone. So, um, strange fog is making people sick, right? Alien, UFO drones, plasmoids, creepy TikToks, and scary videos. So this is what's going on, making the rounds right now. That the spirit is actually putting forth. And if you know how to read through these things, you understand what's going on. What is this strange fog thing? Well, before um, we find out what this strange fog thing is, we have to understand that there's a movie called The Fog, right? There's a movie called The Fog, 1980, and the remake in '05. Strange fog is making, and we understand, right, the revelation of the method and all of this witchcraft that this devil uses, right? So we're gonna, after we watch a bit of this, they're gonna go from strange fog, right, and then they're gonna go into um, the forward contingent. Let's get that real quick. What is a forward contingent? Let's see. Military. This is not. When I put this in earlier, this is not. Let me see. Hold on. This is what I got out of foreign contingent. Let me see if I can. It says AI overview. Let me see if I can do that. AI over IEW. Let's see if it gives me that. No, it doesn't, does it? Here's what it says. A forward contingent military is a military force. Is this Wikipedia? That's what it looks like. It says is a military force that is stationed in a foreign country to support national interest and project power. And that's what the forward contingent are, the angels. I'm going to read that again. Here's what the angels are here to do. A forward contingent is a military force that is stationed in a foreign country. That foreign country is Babylon the Great. It shall enter into the window of the thief, right? It says a forward contingent, which is what the angels are here for. Michael and the angels who already stood up, is a military force that is stationed in a foreign country, Babylon the Great, to support national interests. Who? What nation? The nation of Israel. The true Israelites. And project power. Are the angels not doing that? Now, let me see. They know. How's AI used? What? See, I can't find that. Where's let me see. Wiki. How do you spell Wikipedia? Not artificial intelligence. Forward operating base. Forward presence. See, they're hiding it from this. Is stupid. I'm reading it. This is dumb. Anyway, I'm going to read it again. You won't be able to see it on the screen. A foreign contingent is a military force that is stationed in a foreign country to support national interests and protect Salah and project power. The practice is also known as forward basing or forward deployment. Okay? Now, the Most High, through his general, his son, Yahushua, sent a forward deployment, a forward contingent. Okay? Tell me what a forward contingent is a contract. Nope, 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 nope. See how they're trying to mislead? Commitment. This says contingent. This says commitment. The fuck? See what they're doing? They know what I'm doing. This says contingent. This says commitment. Military. Just not doing it. See? Anyway. All right, so we know what a forward contingent is. That's what the angels are doing here. All right, and I know I'm droning on, but bear with me. So let's watch this. This is that guy. Let's watch a little bit of this, and then we'll watch those trailers.
There's some dense morning fog. Tonight we've got fog along the river and into western Iowa. Zero visibility, which is being impacted not only by the fog that still seems to be fairly dense at this hour.
Outside Heathrow Airport, the air traffic control tower is barely visible. Emerging from the fog, this plane is one of the flights that made it.
For the last 7 days, the world has been shrouded in a veil of mystery. An unrelenting fog that stretches from the poop-covered streets of Portland, Oregon, to the quietest corners of the countryside. This is no ordinary weather phenomenon. It's a dense, suffocating mist with an unsettling smell of chemicals lingering in the air. Residents in every corner of the globe have reported seeing strange, glittering particles suspended within it, almost as if the fog is alive, hiding secrets within its depths. The fog has already claimed lives. 4 catastrophic plane crashes in just 1 week. Travel has ground.
They're blaming that on the fog. Did you get that? I didn't put that together until right now. These planes been falling out of the sky and crashing right now. Whether it's true or not, that needs to be fact-checked. If the fog had something to do with these planes.
To a halt, and fear grips the population. But the questions don't end there. People who've come into direct contact with the fog are reporting severe illness, nausea, dizziness, and even unexplained rashes. Scientists are baffled, and officials remain silent. But silence only breeds suspicion. Whispers of government involvement are spreading like wildfire. Could this fog be the result of geoengineering gone wrong, or perhaps a deliberate act of control? And if that's not enough to send shivers down your spine, consider this. In the weeks leading up to the fog's arrival, reports of UFO sightings reached an all-time high. Some believe the government is using this chemical-laden haze to obscure something they don't want us to see, something watching us from the skies. Tonight we dive into the enigma of the toxic fog. What is it? Where did it come from? And most importantly, what are they trying to hide?
Okay, so that's going somewhere, is it not? Now, let's look into something. You know what this fog thing reminded me of? And then they put them together with, right here. Let me go back to that. Because they put it together with the chariots.
Something watching us from the skies. Tonight we
put it together with the chariots. Listen.
Geoengineering gone wrong, or perhaps a deliberate act of control. And if that's not enough to send shivers down your spine,
this right here.
Consider this. In the weeks leading up to the fog's arrival, reports of UFO sightings reached an all-time high.
What they're doing is they're trying to connect it to the chariots. Now, you know what this reminded me of? Let me ask you this, okay? Let's look at these trailers real quick. Let me see if I can find them. Nope. Trailer. Most odious, President Reagan. Was that on Reagan's watch? Let me see. Hold on. That and what am I looking for? This, I think. Oh, the fog. Okay, so let's start here. Let's start with this trailer. Let's see if it's gonna work with me or against me here. Let's see. Okay, so this is The Fog, right? 1980. Let's take a look at this because there's something in there that piqued my interest. Okay.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
This is KB Antonio Bay. Stevie Wayne here, and let me be the first to wish Antonio Bay a happy birthday. We're 100 years old today, and keep a watch out for that fog bank heading in from the east.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unknown came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Oh, Jesus.
100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something unnatural came out of the fog. Now it has returned. 100 years ago, between midnight and 1, something evil came out of the fog. Now it has returned.
Who's there?
The fog.
Antonio Bay has a curse on it. We're all cursed. Some water getting here, but something awful cold, dang it.
I think I'll go to Vancouver now. Where's the fog now?
It should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog.
See, that reminded me of something. That little coming through the door thing.
Where's the fog now?
It should be right outside my door now.
Oh, there's something different about this fog. Dan, stay away from the door! Someone listen to me!
Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows.
And the zombies.
There's something in the fog.
You see the zombies? Zombies.
Stay away from the fog. From the creator of Halloween, the ultimate experience in terror and suspense.
Okay, so I'll stop it right there. So there's The Fog, right? And there's another trailer for 80 or 05, but more of the same. They didn't have as many zombies in there, so I'll forego that one. So next we'll go where? What did that fog remind me of? It reminded me of this. Okay. Cecil B. DeMille, The Ten Commandments, this particular scene right here. Okay. The death of Pharaoh's firstborn.
Are the captains of Egypt afraid of a night mist? The death cry is everywhere.
Some devil's curse, look!
That would be Pharaoh right there. So right now they're pointing at the fog coming. They called it a mist. Or the angel of death. Not Joseph Mengele. That's what it reminded me of. Gotta be old school to remember some shit.
I've known battle for 30 years, Pharaoh. But I've not known fear till tonight.
Aid. Have the captains join their men. The coming of dawn we will strike. No firstborn Hebrew shall live.
So do you see what's going on right here? So you might not understand what's going on right here. Okay. See, this is a military. This is the Egyptian army military. Pharaoh is the commander of the Egyptian military. And right now, Pharaoh's in the middle of getting his ass whooped by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, who sent an angel on these motherfuckers. And so you don't understand that. Really, they're on the battlefield, and the Most High sent a Trojan horse all the way up into Pharaoh's palace. He done got all the way on the inside behind enemy lines, and now he's in the palace of the Pharaoh killing niggas. Look. That's the Most High at war. Look at them, they scared. Oh shit! Yahweh!
Let the Hebrews go, Great One, for we are all dead men.
He's dead, Jim. Bones, look at it.
Was your son?
He's dead, Jim.
My firstborn.
There's the fog coming in. Laying down.
There is no magic cure, no spell to use.
He is the firstborn of Pharaoh.
We have no skill before this pestilence.
You see what's good? Pestilence. Okay? Now, we all know what this devil is up to, right? That's the Most High sending in an agent. Okay? But this devil is actively doing some shit right now. Let me see. What do we got here? I sure want to see some of these things, but let's see. Let's see if we could just find it over here. Mysterious fog. What's going on with the? They're about to. Let's see. Take shelter. No, they're about to do another CV-19. You understand? They're about to do, what are they going to do? They're going to do H1, H5N1, probably. They're about to do something because within the last 48 hours, something done mutated about 25 fucking times, and now it's deadly to humans, if you're paying attention, okay? It's recordly going, making all these mutations, human to human, animal to human, and it mutated about, what did I say, 25, and now about 30 times in the last 48 hours. Pestilences are being released into the earth going into 2025. The brother, the elder Karatazat from Las Vegas, GMS Las Vegas. Pestilences are being released into the earth. What's being released into the earth? What do you think this devil is going to do? Do you think he's going to do COVID? Because COVID really didn't work, did it? Okay. What do you think the CDC has, right? What do you think the CDC has in its arsenal? I want you to watch this, and you tell me if this, remember this? Look at this. 16 years ago. It's time to listen to this again with fresh eyes and fresh ears. You know why? Because it means something different. Oh, this is just the Onion. This is just a comedy group. The same comedy group that did what? Bought InfoWars. Huh? Sounds like they're winning the info war by buying InfoWars and controlling the fucking narrative. So is it real or is this a comedy group buying InfoWars on a strong-arm deal that they strong-armed this guy, Bill Hicks, I'm sorry, Alex Jones, they strong-armed him. The Onion did. Understand? That's where this comes from. Oh, but there's just a bunch of comedians. Are they? How are they able to acquire, right? InfoWars, and now you're going to put a comedic spin on InfoWars. What are you doing? You're dumbing down the truth, is what you're doing. So we're going to watch this, and here's what I would. This says outright, bill defends against flesh eating. Huh? What's in the fog? Flesh eating? Who eats flesh? Zombies eat flesh.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, I'm sorry, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength. Should event occur in urban areas? Jesus. That's classified.
What's going to happen to you niggers? Jesus. That's classified. So you have to know how to decipher what's being said. He said, should it happen in urban areas? When we get to you niggas, damn. That's where the focus is.
That's classified.
Watch what he said. Should it happen in urban areas, that's where you niggers are.
Classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strength.
Zombies.
Should event occur in urban areas? Jesus.
House
That's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions, shall be halted and associated resources shall be reallocated to classified underground, classified protected birthing centers. New Bill of Rights shall be drafted and approved by classified. Having now reviewed the bill, I ask you to please cast your votes.
Okay, so whether that's a parody or not, that was 16 years ago, right? Let's get a precept. See, when you're an old guy and you still got a twinge of memory left, this is Sirach 5 and 15, already up and ready. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Remember this? Bath Salts, Florida. 12 years ago. What's going to come out of the fog here? CNN, nigga. This is CNN.
Story out front tonight. Drugs known as bath salts being blamed for a gruesome scene in Miami.
Where did bath salts go? Did bath salts just go away? You know, bath salts that turn you into a fucking cannibal. Did they just, they didn't like. I'm quite sure that motherfuckers want to be cannibal. They want to be. You can identify as anything. Nigga, I'm identifying as a dog in preschool, and I need my my litter box in the corner Otherwise, I'm going to sue the school district. That's the kind of shit that's good. So I'm quite sure a nigga wants to do some drugs and turn into a cannibal. I'm quite sure. It's motherfuckers that are out there eating human flesh and don't need no damn drugs. They just want to do it, right? Because we're in that time. But this is them perfecting, right, what they got down at, and fair use, and I'm just speculating, right? This is not medical advice. I'm just spinning yarns, right? I'm just here to make you think.
A naked man, he was shot dead on Saturday by police because he was gnawing off another man's face. Obviously, that sounds horrific, and it is. I want to warn you that the pictures we're about to show you are very
Now, if this would have happened again, right, either they hid it, they've been hiding it for the last 12 years, or they didn't want it to happen again. Where's the drug? Where's these bath salts at? They just stopped making them? They just took them off the market. We ain't gonna slang no more bath salts. We don't need no zombies. Cannibals, nigga. Why am I saying zombies? Is there a difference between a cannibal and a zombie?
31-year-old Rudy Eugene was described to be in a zombie-like state.
Are we talking about cannibals or zombies here, or all of the above? This says bath salts blamed in cannibal case. So this is CNN. Did CNN put this up? This is zombie or cannibal. I was like, oh, I have to stop the presses. I used the wrong word. No, it's all in here.
Was caught by police. Armando Aguilar, president of the Miami Fraternal Order of Police, suspects Eugene was under the influence of so-called bath salts, which are sold as cocaine substitutes or synthetic LSD. When he was found, what he had done to this man's face, the victim was 65 years old, truly hurt.
Synthetic what? That means you made something in the fucking laboratory that you could release whenever the fog wants you to. Okay? Wait a minute. Bath salts, zombies, cannibals.
Like apparently all that's left.
Last time I checked, zombies was trying to eat a motherfucker. Is that a cannibal?
Goatee, his eyeballs were gone, his face, it is unbelievable. Dr. Charles Sophie is a psychiatrist at the Los Angeles County Department of Children.
Okay, so where did this go? This is 12 years ago. How come we haven't heard anything else about it? I remember when there was widespread panic, when everyone thought this was the beginning of the what? What is this, 9 years ago? It says, I remember when there was widespread panic, when everyone thought this was the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. Now, do I have to go to the CDC and ask them why on their website they have the zombie apocalypse? Why? I'm not making this up. Okay? I don't have to do that. Let's do it anyway. Okay, so there's bath salts going back 12 years. And what is bath salts? Well, it's about zombies and cannibals, letting you know that they've perfected that. And they can release it whenever they want to, like they did CV-19. This time they're going for the fucking wall. They're not going to bunt like they bunted with CV. That was a bunt. They're going over the wall this time. Where are they going? They're going here. CDC tells you. Look at that. CDC Apocalypse cartoon, CDC Zombie Apocalypse audio book. What? Tell me what that is. That tells you that it's a real thing. Okay. Tips from the CDC. Surviving a zombie. What is that? Explain that. 13 years ago, back with bath salts, CDC warns of zombie. What is it? Zombie apocalypse. Preparation 13 years. Tell me what this is. Okay? Tell me what it is. You got to show and prove. Okay? And I think we've done that. All right? I think we've done it. Let's go back 13 years. CDC does what?
All right, and welcome back. Time for your shot of the morning. Government health officials want you to be ready for a zombie invasion like the one in Michael Jackson's Thriller video. You heard right. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention posted a guide called Preparedness 101 Zombie Apocalypse. The CDC says the guide can be used in any emergency situation, and that zombie apocalypse apparently is just a fun way to get people's attention.
It's a riot.
For a zombie apocalypse.
My question is can that guide be used for bath salts situation? Does it work with bath salts as well? Okay, so we got fog, right? We got chariots. You know what? You know what I heard? And I used to do this. I don't think I could do it anymore, but I'm going to try it and then I'm going to go ahead and close. But I used to be able to, let's see. I used to be able to go on here and go, right? The Black Plague, right? You know, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, right? The Black Plague on all your houses, a plague on all your houses, P-L-A-G-U-E, was delivered by shadowy creatures on the outskirts of town. I read this. I used to be a little sleuther back in the day, long before I came into the truth. Or maybe this happened while I was in the truth. We learned so much about the Black Plague early on. This is, 16, 17 years ago. Can't remember quite. But I remember this, right? There were these shadowy figures, right? Basically, and then I heard that the chariots were distributing, right, the Black Plague. You understand what the Black Plague? The Black Plague was designed to take Jake down, right, from rulership. Right, so let me just see what this will do. Don't know. I should have said something like mythological. Let's see. The mystery of the village that beat the Black Death. It was said that those things were seen right before it started killing people. Those things were seen on the outskirts of town like they were spreading it. Let's see. Was let's see where this takes us. Theories. A clue to where the plague originated. They died of pestilence, researchers. Allegedly. Please. See where there's... When you type something in and nothing like that comes up, plague-bearing UFO. Here we go. reports relating to the period of the famous Black Plague between 1347 and 1350 speak of a strange cigar-shaped object slowly crossing the sky. This is in 1347. Okay. Sometimes at low altitude, dispersing in their passage a disturbing mist. See that? It's that fog. It's a metallic. He attributes the Black Plague to these objects because immediately after the appearance of these shocking events, they saw a UFO. Immediately after we saw that UFO, the epidemic exploded in that area. In Florence, Italy, a huge mass of vapors appeared in the sky. Coming from the north, it spread throughout the land in the east in the same year. Many animals fell from the sky. Look at this. There's crazy shit going on with animals right now. Their decomposing animal carcasses were said to make the air fetid and to cause the spread of the infamous illness that was fatal in India, especially to those untouchables. It's a race-specific bioweapon. Asia and Britain, in Florence alone, it killed 60,000 people. Now, tell me something about Gianfranco degli Esposti. Look at that. Look at that right there. Okay? Plague-bearing UFO. Cigar-shaped objects spreading a disturbing mist before outbreaks of bubonic plague. See that? See, I remember this going way, way back. I'm like, I wonder if I could pull that up out of the old, the old backfield. Let's see. Okay, possible explanations. Gianfranco. Oh, we're going to explain it away. Now, the nigga saw a cigar-shaped UFO, nigga, that did what? The Most High was out putting up them chemtrails. He sprayed you niggas. You got the Black Plague and you laid your ass down. Okay? There's that. Right? That's amazing. Let me see. More? That's good enough. We'll end it right here. Aliens, plagues, and epidemics. Ancient aliens. Could some of our most crippling plagues and epidemics be traced to the darkest voids of space or even extraterrestrial intervention? How did the Black Death spread? Okay. Anyway, that's good enough. We can go ahead and close. So, let me see. Did I have a precept? No, it was just the four contingent. So those two things are after what we just presented, right? These two things are connected. This fog, right? And the chariots. We just made a connection, did we not? I'll let him say it again.
Silence only breeds suspicion. Whispers of government involvement are spreading like wildfire. Could this...
Shit. Idiot. Could this fog... Yeah. They don't want me to milk it any longer. Look at that. Can you play?
If that's not enough to send shivers down your spine, consider this. In the weeks leading up to the fog's arrival, reports of UFO sightings reached an all-time high.
So the chariots came first and then the fog. I don't know. What is it? All right. Whatever it is, Michael has stood up. That's Revelation. All right, so anyway, let me see. Daniel is, I missed the luck. Michael has stood up. The archangel. That's what's going on right now. That's why all these things are happening. What is he doing? He's standing watch over us. He done rose up. All right? Standing guard. Why? Because these devils really done made their move. Okay? Whether you understand it. Now look at that fog. All right, so with that, we hope that the electorate edified you, brothers and sisters. With that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom.